Yeah, that's
3, 2, 1.
that's why I ain't gonna be dealing with him too much longer. I'm gonna get. So how you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Deb Dior in the building. I'm so excited. I want to put cologne on. Big Lack called me out on that, but it's cool. But yeah, I wanted to get ready and get fresh. I got a nice shirt. I ironed it and everything. No hoodies today. As long as it's on sale, I am. Where you from?
Originally from the St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Very nice. Columbus, Georgia here, but that can't compete. But yeah. So how was your childhood?
I thought it was great what we had. Outside playing in the trees, going to the beach, eating our native food. I mean, I thought it was great. I didn't think growing up now, people saying, "Oh, you lived in paradise." Really? I mean, it's different. Yeah, it was nice. I didn't know anything different. So it was ordinary for me. Going to the beach, that was our playground, So it wasn't nothing unusual or, oh my God, we're about to go to the beach. That kind of thing.
And you know what's funny is I always want to ask someone that's from a place that I call a tourist attraction, but that's your regular home, is how is that? Like, I go to the beach and I'm all excited and everything, but I was like, this is somebody's every day.
Yes.
So, and it feels that way.
It was, we do birthday parties there, normal stuff. That was just like a normal, like going to school.
Wow.
So it was normal, everyday kind of thing. I enjoyed going to the beach. I
Right.
didn't think it was a luxury, but because that was our big swimming pool. So we didn't look at it as, nothing else, but hey, we're just about to go play in our backyard and have fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I guess that's kind of how, like, people that come to Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta, so I want to make sure I put that out there. Yeah, 'cause my brother killed me because one time it was they had the Peach Drop here. You familiar with the Peach
Yes.
Drop? And a DJ came up to us, "Hey, where you from?" And the first thing I said was Atlanta, because I'm thinking he meant like in the present moment, because I was living in Atlanta. So I thought that's what he meant, because people are traveling.
Right.
And my brother just looked at me like I betrayed Columbus. And he said, and he looked at me, he said Columbus, but he was looking right at me. So I just want to put out there when I say Atlanta, I know I'm not from Atlanta, because I know old girl said that's not Atlanta. I know. I know.
It's not Atlanta.
It's not Atlanta. But like Atlanta's regular to me, but people like, oh man, like still people from Columbus is like, man, I can't wait to get up there. And it's like, okay, but it's regular to me. So I guess I kind of understand to a certain point as far as that's just your
And it's
backyard.
expensive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So how was high school? What would people say about you as far as like high school?
Oh, high school wasn't the best.
Uh-oh.
It was rough. When I was back in the islands, it was normal for me. I had friends I knew from elementary school, because when we grow from school to school, we're kind of moving together. We're kind of everybody going. Nobody really stayed behind. So everybody was always your friend. Through elementary school, junior high school, and high school. So you never really felt alone or anything. So it was always the same people, but it was fine because you have family
Right.
growing with you. So it was good. It was good.
Yeah, that's different here, because like we can go to the same elementary, and then next thing you know, we're all split off to different middle schools, and then middle school we're all split off to different high schools. So it can change just based on where you're living.
Yep.
What was your first job?
First job. My first job, I worked at A&P. It was a grocery store in Gainesville.
Yep, familiar with that.
Yeah. So I thought I was getting it. Out, straight out of school, walked across the street, and I was there. I was like, oh, I got my own money. But yeah, that was short lived.
Oh,
Yeah, real quick. I was pregnant. So now I'm taking care of a baby and trying to work. And, finish school. But it was wild. It was wild. I liked the job, though. I did.
yeah.
It was good.
Cool. So the people know, what's your profession?
professions, kind of. I am a model coach. I'm a mom, of course, and I work for a law attorney.
Okay.
So, real estate law attorney. I don't want anybody calling me there in jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't help you. But yeah, that's what I do. And an actress at this point.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah.
Building that portfolio.
Yeah.
As far as the modeling, what are some of the most exciting things that you've done as far as modeling?
Meeting designers that actually has clothes that fit me. That's my biggest, like, when it fits me, I am ecstatic, because normally my size is hard. It's really hard. I'm curvy. So finding things that fit me correctly and looks good it's a challenge. And when it does, it's exciting. It's very exciting.
So when designers are making things, do they just have a prototypical shape that they just design?
Some of them.
Oh, wow.
Some of them do, but some of them they think way out the box, knowing that this woman has curves, she doesn't. I can fit both of them in the same outfit. So some of them think forwardly in that way, but sometimes it's a win-lose. If it comes in, you can't wear it, you don't walk. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's cut and dry.
Right. I normally ask this later, but how would you like to be remembered? And then we're gonna reverse engineer that.
Somebody that actually went after their dreams for real and did through so much heartache and pain, still went ahead and did it. Normal person, don't have riches behind me, nothing like that. Still push to at least make myself so happy that I can't even stand it.
Oh, wow.
That was my goal, knowing that I could do something that nobody's really taught me. I've had lessons and stuff, but not to the point where I am now. So knowing that, making myself happy, nobody else needed. Yes.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Is there anything you want to tell us that you haven't shared with others?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think I've kind of put myself out there a lot to kind of let you know me. I mean, I'm still kind of figuring me out all the way. So there's still layers to me. I still have, I'm still peeling back and, trying to express myself and finding me. I prayed for my purpose to come to me. And so far, I feel like I've been living my purpose, because I've never been as happy as I've been in my life than I am in these last, I would say, good 4 years. So, tragedies come, but I've still been able to hold on and say, yo, you got to be happy. I've come from depression. My father died, while I was still in my mom's womb. So I don't know the technical term and all that, but with what she was feeling during those times, it was passed to me. So I deal with depression. I deal with loss. I grieved for my father, and I didn't even know him. And I did that for years, and I didn't even realize it. And, talking to people and, really getting those things out, I learned that for years, I grieved him and I didn't know. And then now, grieving my mom, I realized what it was. So, fighting through all of that and still making myself happy, that's huge.
Wow. And what's ironic is I was getting ready to go into talking about fatherhood, just tying in you being a special guest today, and people are chiming in or tuning in, hear topics about fatherhood. And I was going to, start talking about fatherhood, and what, in his absence and not ever having a chance to meet him, what did you feel you were missing growing up, not having the father?
Definitely the fatherly love. That definite, the daddy, daughter combination that, I want to show my daughter the world because she's my princess. I miss that. I won't say miss it because I don't know what it feels like, but that I know I wanted. Just growing and seeing people. I never wanted my kids to develop that loss of, the daddy-daughter relationship. But, I definitely know from hearing all the stories about him from other people. My oldest brother and sister, they were fortunate enough to have him in their life for a while. And it was extraordinary stories. He takes them on the beach, takes them on his boat. He was a captain of his own boat. So things like that was like, oh my God, I had a superstar, rock star dad, and I didn't get a chance to experience those things. So the good stories made me sad, although the good stories is what I would have wanted.
Right.
So yeah.
So what did you do as far as getting help as far as those feelings?
I can't say I totally got help. I just got more understanding and how to handle, those types of feelings and not really dig into them too hard, because some of them, they weren't going to do anything. I can't beat down on him and say, why weren't you there?
Right.
Or, I'm missing love that I know I could have had, things like that. I didn't get too deep, but I've learned, you feel pain for a reason. We're all human. Everybody will experience that at some point. Mm-hmm. How you deal with it in yourself, for me, I know I have to come out of it. I know I can't stay there because that's not functionable. And I have to always be functional because I have a life to live. And I have kids that I have to raise. And I have, at this point, people looking at me. So it's a push through and pray kind of situation for me. I have talked to counselors before, but it's still, I don't feel like they would hit on the nail enough for me to heal. I had to do that myself. So I really did praying, kind of just speaking out things that hurt to kind of release it. Right. And just keep pushing forward and making myself happy. So that's basically how I dealt with most of it.
I hope someone's encouraged by that, because you took ownership of your healing. A lot of times people will, and when I do think people should seek counseling if you're not properly, but you owned it. Like, you did that part, but you took ownership of your healing. And that's very important. The part where I want to touch on just a little bit more is, how did you, and as far as you and your mother, because like, here's the problem I feel like when you don't have that person around, and now you can't address your hurt towards that person, because like, people, like, if a dad walks out of your life, then you direct that energy to that, but just not having him there. Mm-hmm. And then to hear that he was a good dude and everything. How was that relationship with you and your mom as far as that?
It was rough. I would run away from home because I felt like she never could understand me. And hearing the things people talking about my dad, I know he would understand everything that I say. He would have my back all the time. Right. But I didn't blame my mom, but I did. And I didn't realize it. Talking with her, getting older, understanding those things kind of made me realize, I was super mad at her. I felt like she should have sit on him and not let him leave. Those kind of things. Wow. And not really realizing it's not her fault. She loved him. She gave him me and other things, just so much. Her love, her name, her marriage. She did all these things to let him know, but he decided, because he wanted us to have a better life, to do things that, didn't help the situation any. So just to kind of break it down real quick, he was actually killed, although they said he was accidentally hit by a car, but there was a bullet hole. So it was a lot of conflicting things. So things like that, because you have to put all the stories together. Right. And because it was so long ago with me understanding, I never really wanted to push the issue anymore, because I was healed enough that I didn't need that to make me feel whole or together because of his death. But everything happens for a reason. The relationship with my mom grew after a while. It wasn't as strong as I would have loved it to be, but I know I would have had that with him. But so I held on to what I could. And, my mom did everything for us. You know, some people will be like, you know, I take the bus to school. Well, my mom drives me to school. I don't know anything about that. You know, my mom did things unknowingly that a lot of people that I've talked to growing up never had, and they had both parents. So, you know, I felt fortunate to have the woman that I had in my life as my mom. So, very much so. It took a long time to gain that, but, you know, not having a dad, and then my youngest brother and sisters, they had their dad. My oldest brother and sister had their dad, but I was the only one,
Wow.
you know, dadless, and seeing their relationship, seeing my younger brothers and sisters' relationship. It was always like, yeah, but I got my mom. So it doesn't matter. You know, I still have a stronger part than y'all have, you know, to me.
Right.
So that helped me with my relationship with my mom a lot. You know, it was still rocky because it was, you know, you're not enough. I want, you know.
Right.
But that's kid. You know, as an adult, she was an amazing person. So, hey.
Definitely shout out to moms. I never wanted to be mistaken, because this is daddy every day, that I don't respect moms to the fullest. Definitely moms have been holding down households like forever, like not just decades, but ever. Mom's been holding down. So
Multiple.
yeah.
Multiple.
So you're a middle child, basically, because you have.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I'm the third born, second daughter out of 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like there's a middle child syndrome kind of thing?
Well, for me, I kind of felt that way because it was always my oldest brother and sister kind of had they had their dad. And, you know, they would leave and spend time away. And then my youngest brother and sister was 3 of them. It was kind of the same. They was able to go, but their dad embraced me to, you know, if you want to come, you can come. Then I kind of got older in my teenage years. It's like, I don't want to do that anymore. I kind of, you know, I like not going if I don't have to.
Right.
Didn't feel pressured in no way, but he kind of stepped in as my dad. My uncle stepped in as my dad on certain things that I, you know, needed for a dad and stuff. Yeah. So I didn't feel that lost, and I helped that help me, you know, overcome that losing my dad thing, you know, losing him from not being in my life enough. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I want to switch up gears. I appreciate your candidness when it comes to that, because I know that could be a tough subject.
It is.
But what are, let's say, 3 of like the happiest moments you've had?
3 of the happiest moments. There was a moment that me and my mom had fell out, and this is when I was a teenager. We fell out really bad. I left. I ran away from home, and I went to stay with my grandma. And we went to church, and something happened, and we couldn't stop hugging each other. So that was one of my happiest, for sure. I put more recent cover of a magazine. That was one of the happiest. Yeah, I got kids. I'm happy about them, but you know, it's about me. And I think that last big happy is coming.
Ooh.
It's something is brewing. I feel it. You know, it's just like when you anxious to see someone, that's what I got. I got them anxious bubbles in there.
We're going to follow up with that. Then when it happens, we'll have back on so we can hit that third one.
Yeah.
All right. So in continuing with switching things up, I have a couple of, I call them just funny questions, I would say. So what are 5 people you would bring with you if you were stuck on a deserted island?
5 people. Okay, well, I mean, I can stand my kids, so I think that lands 4. So I will bring 4 of them because my kids are hilarious. My youngest one, she is she's just hilarious. Beyond the dancing, it's just funny. And my oldest one, she's rhyme and reason. She gives such good reason, but sometimes she's just out of it that she is not. And my sons, they got to be the strength.
Okay.
So I'll bring 4 of them. And I don't know. It's kind of hard. I got too much people to choose from at this point. Oh, Oh, yeah.
Well, I tell you, think that you want to try to get off this island too. So
I know. I mean, I think my kids with us, we'll be able to get off the island. They'll think logically enough for us to build something, or each person pull the other or something.
I heard how you were breaking it down with your kids. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I like that. The boys will bring the strength, and the logic will come from the girls. I love, yeah.
And my youngest one, she's a genius. Her 4.2 average at this point is just remarkable. I was like, I'm a C student, so if you get a B, hey, we work.
Oh, see, that's how I was see. So be right. You break the curse.
Exactly. But she's all A's all the time, so I know we are getting off this island wherever it is. I don't know. I don't think she'll be able to live without her dog. So the dog might be able to.
And we have to be there.
I don't know. We have to leave the spot open.
Okay,
Potential.
Okay, maybe you got one text message to send from the island to get somebody, so you'll use it on that person.
Yeah. That'll work.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
Oh my gosh. Good one.
Yeah, good one, but we're not using it.
Celebrity crush. I don't know. My homegirl always say I'm my own celebrity, so I like crushing on myself.
Oh, that's a good answer. I can take that one.
I don't think, because everybody is normal human beings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if there was a superhero out there, maybe, but we all bleed the same. We all have mental issues the same. So I don't kind of put anybody so above that it'd be like end all be all for them. I don't know. I don't know.
It's funny you say it, because I used to, have celebrities on a pedestal. I don't as much now. There are still like maybe individuals I like to meet.
Yeah.
For their knowledge, but it's not on, oh, you're a celebrity, I just want to be in your presence. Not like that. So I definitely can understand that now. Yeah. Like as I'm getting older, it's like, yeah, they got issues just like us. And
absolutely. I mean, I see. There was a celebrity just got hurt in January. I mean, he got messed up.
Oh,
Ritter.
Was that with the snow thing? Yeah, Jeremy
Ritter.
Yes.
Yep. So he plays a celebrity in movies. I mean, a superhero in movies. Even that is not enough to say, oh my God.
Yeah.
But his strength to pursue and get over it.
Yeah.
That's always great. That's always human strength. And that I look up to anybody.
Yes.
You be a regular human being.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up to my mom because she showed perseverance. If you continue doing it and you like it enough that you're going to overcome it, you will. So it's not a celebrity crush per se. There's a lot of fine ones out there though. A lot of fine ones. So, I mean, hey, we'll leave that door open too.
Okay. Cool.
When I get up there and when you come over to the red carpet and talk to me about my movie, then it might be there at that time.
He's right here.
Exactly, he's walking with me.
What superpower do you wish you had?
Holy moly. Superpower. Oh, jeez. Superpower. I can give the superpower out?
Yeah, whatever however you want to use your superpower. You can give it out, you have it.
To retain everything. I would like that. To retain every single thing. Because our minds only hold so much. And that's why we forget and stuff like that. I would love to retain everything that I put into my mind.
Oh.
Easier. Like... And it's like,
you quickly reference it.
Right. Yeah. I would love to have that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's get on to motherhood just a little bit.
Ooh.
What's your favorite part of motherhood?
When I first see them walk, because I'm like, yo, I brought that here. Look at that. A little human in this world. That really made me happy. I joke with my daughter and I say, you know what, I wanted you to talk so you could tell me at least when you're hungry. I don't want to overfeed you, but I don't want to underfeed you. So I want you to talk. Oh my gosh, that was bad. She never stopped talking. So it was a constant thing after that.
You
But
definitely got what you asked for.
yeah, I did. I did. But I love to see them walk. I love when they get up and start moving. I'm like, that's like forward motion for me, So that really made me happy.
Oh, they're just little people.
I know it's scary, and especially when they look like adults.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
Yeah, so my oldest is 17 and he just went to the prom on Friday, the past. And we took a picture together and I was like, man, he looks like a man. I mean, he's weight wise, he's bigger than me. I need to put on some weight, but I'm gonna eat a sandwich after this. But it's crazy just seeing, like, I remember when he was walking, like when I was trying to get him to walk and he was stumbling and stuff, and now he's like a freaking man.
Yes, it's extraordinary. I've actually seen my daughter grow. Actually, she went to bed a certain height. When she woke up the next day and I saw her, I was like, wait a minute, what happened? She's 16. She's almost taller than I am. So that blew my mind.
Right.
So it's great. It's great feeling that you did something right. You kept him alive this long. So it's great.
Oh yeah, I was nervous and everything. Like, I'm responsible for you, like, and all that. Yes.
Yes, I've done things. We probably shouldn't mention that. They probably pick me up, but I've
and probably every parent probably have whatever.
Yeah, I dropped my
experience.
daughter. I lost my mind. I was asleep. I'm a new mom.
I did that.
I was like, wait a minute. Oh my God. I couldn't control myself because it was, I just made the biggest mistake. But I picked her up, dusted her off. I was like, "You okay?"
I didn't dust my son up though.
Had to. She was a girl. So.
I didn't dust him off. I just picked him. I was like, oh snap! Glad your mom didn't see that. Sorry, Kendrick. Sorry, but yeah.
I won't say your name.
Yeah, which
know,
one?
Baby.
Yeah, I probably dropped both of them. I'm sorry, but I was sleeping because I loved when they were little and just have them sleep on my chest. And yeah, I dropped Kendrick. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, I love you. What's one parenting method that you would suggest that all parents adopt?
One thing that I did when my youngest daughter was born, it was something I needed to change. I was like, I know I didn't mess my first three up, but I wanted to really do something really, different for me that I think would work for me. So while she was little, I would just and I'm sure people do it, but I didn't do it with my other kids. So while she was inside, I played classical music, so she'd always be relaxed, and she stayed relaxed for a long time. But this girl was long. She's extremely tall at this point. She's like 5'7", 5'8" at this point. She's 16. So I would wake her up instead of she waking me up. So like say 6 o'clock, she's sleeping. I wake her up. I wipe her down. I give her a clean diaper, maybe feed her a little bit. She'll go right back to sleep. Like, okay. So, it goes on with my day so I can, 11 o'clock-ish, do the same thing. 3 o'clock in the morning, get up, kind of just cool her off with a nice warm rag, change diaper, give a warm bottle. Or I think I was breastfeeding at the time, but, just kind of do that. And it made my life so much more easier instead of, I don't like to be waking up out of my sleep. So if I made myself a routine to wake her up instead of her waking me up, it gave my mind a easier wake up or easier time to deal with her. Because I'm not jerked out of my sleep.
Right.
And I don't feel upset or, even taken back so much that I won't be able to function for her. And then, I wake up again early in the morning. I would have got my son ready for school and, just kind of go on with the day, have her up, make her play and, take her out. But she couldn't really do outside too much. But, just kind of make her have a normal day instead of her running my day. Wow. So that helped so much. Comparing to 3 kids to one, the one, she was the best because she gave me less stress, but I did it differently. So,
right.
Yeah.
Wow. I never thought of it like that. Yeah. Instead of them dictating you.
Absolutely.
Because we try to do that later in life with the kids, try to put them on a routine, but like starting from the beginning. Wow.
Absolutely.
I never thought about that.
Yep.
All right. So with you being a model, actress, and mother, and all that, like, what's one of your favorite states that you visited?
Oh man, I'm still new to this stuff. Um, Favorite state? I don't think I have a favorite state. I really don't, because I've been to New York. I don't want to talk about New York too much because they got a lot of bullies, but it's just not a place that they make it seem to be. It stinks and it's nasty. I mean, it just has things that you would not expect to be such a popular, kind of place. It's just weird for me. So I like it, but it's not where I would feel like I need to live ever. Los Angeles, California, I've been there. They don't like me because they sent a bee after me and it stung me and I was allergic and I didn't know I was allergic.
Ooh.
So it was bad. It was really bad. But I was over there actually hosting the Pan American Film Festival. So it was great, but my foot was like a ball.
Oh, wow.
At the time. And I didn't know what was happening because it's like, it's just a bee sting. It's just a bee. Oh no, I was allergic to the bee sting. So LA is probably out of the question for me. I went to Florida. I don't really have I think Georgia has kind of been it for me because this is where I've been. This is where I feel more comfortable in. I haven't lived other places long enough to say, I would move here.
Oh, yeah.
And I have not seen anyone else kind of give me that idea of, if you move here, it's a lot better, or it's, just a better environment for you. Nobody has given me, everybody has given complaints, and, you kind of feel your love from where you feel your love at.
Oh.
So it's been Georgia so far.
Yeah. I think, where you're most comfortable should be
Yeah.
your favorite. And everything else you could just visit, but where you're comfortable should be that.
I mean, I'm willing to visit everywhere, but, I've heard great things about Bali. Anybody want to take me? Just putting it out there.
We're going to shoot an episode. Is that cool? Big Lat, we shoot an episode from Bali?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll shoot an
It's
episode.
on you, right?
Yeah.
How do you get to Bali, Georgia?
Bali, Georgia. Okay. So we'll see if we get the budget up for that. Who has had the biggest influence in your life?
Biggest influence. So watching the other superstar models, they've kind of say, you can do it. You can be out there. Your skin color is still, something that gets you out there, I would say. Tyra Banks, all my melanated women that has been out there walking for years have kind of given me that I can do it. So I kind of look up to that, strength from my mom, her perseverance, plus seeing them still going to this day. That's it's a possibility. But I got a trunk and some hips, so it's harder for me. So maybe I can be that for somebody else.
Oh,
so
yes,
that's kind of what I want to leave a lasting impression for. Women, girls, whoever. You're not just the standard. You can be the standard and still be good. So.
Oh, and I don't think people realize this, that when something's hard to do, where you have something you have to overcome, you need to do it, because that's going to make it easier for those behind you to break through. So with your success, others will feel like, oh yes, I can achieve that.
Absolutely.
Deb Dior did it. I can do it.
Absolutely.
So which is crazy. That means one day, if not already, you've probably already started the process where people are looking up to you. You don't know it yet, but the people are already looking up to you. And that's an amazing thing.
It is. Actually, it was shocking when I actually walked in just a regular venue and people knew who I was. I was ready to walk back out because I was nervous. Nobody knows me. So why, how is it that they're calling my name or walking up to me? So yeah, I definitely, it is surreal sometimes. But it's because I did something good is why, not something bad or,
right,
devious that they think that they need to come up to me. So It's great.
Yeah, I've had that experience once where a guy said he squinted his eyes. I'm thinking maybe we went to school together. He said, "Daddy, every day." He bought my book.
That's dope.
Like I'm at a grocery store, and so that let me know, okay, I need to really get on my grind as far as because there's people who are watching and starting to
Yes.
know you, kind of thing. So, what motivates you in the morning when you get up?
Knowing that I have a chance to do something different today.
Mm.
Knowing that I can make myself happy today, or even put a smile on somebody's face. It kind of helps a lot, because then knowing that you didn't feel that way years ago and now I can do that and I can bring happiness to myself, that's awesome. That's awesome. And then I get a chance to do something different. I don't always have to do the same routine over and
Right.
over. I can change it up. That makes me exciting. That makes me very excited for my future, especially. So I'm willing to try something at least once.
Right.
And if I don't like it, I don't have to do it. So I don't put myself in that this or that. And when people go by goals, it is great to have. I would never say don't have goals. But once you set a goal and you pass it, what then?
Yes.
You have to get another one, right? So why don't you just go until you just can't go anymore? What's up with a stopping point? You don't have to look at a stopping point. Goals are stopping points. Why? That's irrelevant. You need to keep going. Because if you keep just stop, okay, well, I reached this one. Let's make up something else. Oh, we're going to do this. And go to that. Ooh, I made it. That's so many stoppings. Why you could just go. I like to go. That's why I don't drive a fast car. I get arrested. Yeah.
Did you know you wanted to be a model when you were a kid?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I did. Didn't think I would ever have the opportunity, though. I didn't think, I was even remotely cute or even had a body to do it. I was really, when I was skinny, as they say now, I was really skinny amaga in the islands. So I was in elementary school, middle school, seeing like my cousins, they would go and do like pageants. I'm not a pageant person, but just seeing that them getting up on stage with nice pretty dresses and glitteries, like, oh, I'm going to do that one day. I want to. And I have pictures. I'm not going to show them though. But I have pictures when I was young. I'm posing just outside after the beach or, something. I'm posing all the time. And I felt like, I can do that. And I grew up, with the Miss America pageants and stuff they used to bring on TV all the time. They still do, but not as much. Back then, it was like, that's what you're seeing. And of course, I didn't aspire to be a skinny model or a big model. It just, if I'm able to do it, I'm going to take it for what it is and keep it going. Yep.
How did you hone your craft as far as modeling?
Because I was so passionate about it, I tried to go where I thought you're supposed to go to school. So I've been to Barmazan school.
I remember.
I did that for a little while. And of course that gets pricey because you're in school, of course, but after a while I'll be like, okay, no. And I went to, I won't mention their name, but I went to another agency and I was dealing with them for a while and, stopped, but still knew I had more in there. But it was more of a feeling. Because when I get up there, you can't tell me anything. I could wear a paper sack and you're not going to tell me I don't look good. Because I do. Because groceries fit in here. And groceries are good. So, I just feel like it doesn't matter what you're wearing, whatever. Just go. Let's go. And it's the passion for doing it is what drove me more. I was like, oh, I could do this. And I wear a pretty dress or, a nice outfit. That's the driving force for me. Not everybody's going to do that, but it's hard when you don't have those things when you're younger and you're able to have them now. And it comes and feels right. That's it for me.
Where in 5 years, career-wise, do you see yourself?
That's too hard because I didn't see myself here. I didn't see none of this. I wanted it. I didn't really put that vision that people say, can you envision all of this? No. I feel like I've way past where I thought I was going to be. I didn't expect to be in magazines, not for real, not growing up. 5 years from now, I've been wanting to walk Paris Fashion Weeks. That's like something that's like the ultimate goal. Now Riri got her fashion shows. I want to be in that too. So it's all like, yo, can I work to get that? Maybe I can, maybe I can't, but I'm not going to die about it. I'm not going to kill myself over it. If it's an opportunity that I put in there and they say, yo, that's it, that's it. It's a reason. My time will come, things will come, but to die on that rock, no, I'm not going to do that. So
I like the attitude of just when you say not so much setting goals, but it's more just go.
yeah, just go.
Yeah, because that's
You stopping yourself.
right.
You know, because what happens? Okay, you want an $800,000 house. You get that, then what? Your goal is done. There's nothing else. That's it. So it's for me. That's not it, because the world changes so much all the time, and you have opportunities that comes like boom out of the blue. Some people don't get opportunities, but when you do, go with them. Use them for what they are, good or bad, because you never know what you're gonna learn from them. So, absolutely.
Well,
5 years. Every day.
I had a little bit more on the modeling part. Is there a season for modeling, or is it a year-round kind of thing?
It's a year-round thing. Honestly, they have fashion weeks like twice a year, you know, all over. There's heavier seasons than some, but it's all year round. It's all year round. Every month is probably a fashion show happening somewhere, all over. So, yeah, absolutely.
All right, so now shameless plugs, sort of say for me. So I wrote a book, Mommy Every Day, Finding Balance in Motherhood. I co-wrote it with a couple of other mothers. But with your modeling, acting career, getting started, how do you juggle that with motherhood?
Yeah, it helps that my kids are older. I don't think that's kind of the reason why I stopped before. You know, people don't like to babysit more than one child, and it gets expensive after the second. So, kind of, you know, doing, bringing them with me. Sometimes that was hard. That was hard because sometimes I don't keep still, and I try to put them in it. You know, come on, walk the runway so we can be doing this together. That only lasted about so much. So. Having good people around you helped me balance better than I thought I could. New time mom would never have a clue. But once you have at least some kind of support system around you, some kind, it doesn't have to be family necessarily. But if you do have family, that's great. Just to kind of say, okay, I want to go to this audition. Can you watch them for X amount of hours? That kind of happened. Now with my kids being older and my youngest daughter was very interested in it, it made it very easy because we go together. You know, if I don't get cast, she gets cast. If I'm not cast, she get cast. So it was always enough that we did this all together, you know, and it's kind of because of her, you know, I really got back into modeling. So it was on accident, but on purpose, I guess you could say. You know, just going to audition. They wanted all the parents to walk with their daughters or their child that they had in there. And boom, my automatic runway presentation was given. And from there, it just kind of, you know, went off. Yeah.
Awesome.
Unplanned.
Right.
So that's how it's been.
That's life, though. Like, I didn't plan on doing this. Like, as a kid, I never thought writing books. Like, even in my 20s, like, I never thought of being an author, and life happens. And my kid was the inspiration behind that too. So it's like, it's amazing how our kids, we don't even realize how they inspire us.
Yeah, they're here for a reason too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
might not be, you know, immediate, but it definitely is. And they're a big help, honestly, in so many areas. Mentally, you know, physically, you know, they're my remote. Get my remote, bring it to me, bring me some water. Yeah. And my daughters are like chefs. They cook up some stuff for me. So I really don't have to cook ever.
Oh wow!
I love it.
I never had a daughter. My boys, we just microwave stuff. We got that. One of us got to be the cook. I say it's not gonna be me. So one of them gonna have to start cooking. But do you think you can really ever have true work-life balance?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it gets all mixed up, but you give and take. You know, it's push and pull. Sometimes you give more to one than the other, but it's still back and forth.
Right.
You know, sometimes the path of least resistance is probably what you should do to make your life a little bit more, you know, tolerable. You know, so that's kind of how I deal.
And the reason why I asked that because a lot of people struggle, and I've did workshops and at companies about work-life balance because they wanted to get their crew members, you know, trying to get them some advice. But the truth about work-life balance is there's no such thing as perfect balance. It's exactly what you said. Some you give more here, and some so it's always a juggling act.
Yeah.
You can never just have true balance like where every day everything's aligned.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, I work a 9 to 5, so that's most of my day already. When I get home, my kids are waiting for me at the door. As old as they are, it doesn't matter. My grandson's right there. I'm like, wait a minute, can I go to the bathroom first? Please. And then, you know, tell me what's going on. We go through that for like a few hours, and it's like, okay, I'm hungry. Somebody needs to feed me. So it's back and forth. So when I do my stuff on the weekends, mostly it happens on the weekends. So then I give that, you know, we watch a movie later, and then I go do whatever the day is calling me for, hosting, whatever. And then kind of go back home and, you know, spend time with them a little bit here and there. I mean, they understand at this point because it's more of, you know, I'm this age, y'all are this age. Soon y'all will get this age, we hope and pray. But I got to do this right now while I can. So they understand.
That's good. Now, before we get out of here, I want you to be able to plug everything that's Deb Dior.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I want give out as much information about you, social media, of course, and all that, any websites, anything you want the people to know so that beyond this show, because I imagine they're going to probably stop watching halfway during this episode, just start getting to know you. So,
Okay, well, I'm in several magazines. So if you wanted to link up, definitely on my platforms, I have Facebook. That is Deb Bonafide Fran. I have Instagram. That is Deb Fran 31. I have TikTok. That is Deb _Bonafide _Fran. I have a few other, I actually have a YouTube that I just started. So, kind of get on those pages. I'll have the links for those. Got my reel on there from the first movie I did. So those are coming and more to come because I'm in a movie right now. And I just shot, I was an extra in a movie last Saturday, and that should be coming out soon. Directed by Al Nuke. That was very awesome. So what else? But I think just go to my pages and I have my links for my other pages. I got, you know, a little spicy website out there. So take a look.
what's the movie that's out now? Is there a movie that's available now to?
Well, she's actually trying to get it shopped around. She's trying to get Netflix, but hey, keeping our fingers crossed.
Right.
It's Until My Last Breath. It was really good. I also played in Angel's Palace. That would from a play to a movie.
Okay.
So I think they're still shopping that as well at this point. I have one that I'm in right now that's going to be shot in Virginia. It's called it started with Hello. That one's very good. Most of these movies is like a meaningful kind of thing. Why I actually really enjoy these things. It's sex trafficking. And that's so prevalent in Atlanta right now.
Yes.
So it's opening your eyes to the person right next to you could be that person that's going to take you out and you're going to see nobody again. So it just kind of makes you aware. It's more awareness. So, and the other movie that I just shot was called Botched. So a lot of things to look for right now.
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna. Hey, Big Lat, we're gonna have to go ahead and maybe get her booked ahead because she is about to truly blow up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
We got stuff coming.
Yeah, I love your energy. Much success to you, or I should say continued success, both on the career and motherhood. Sound like you're rocking both of them. Very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Let me do my part. Thank you again. Make sure you guys follow Dab Dior, please, on all social media platforms. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Follow her on social media. Pick up those publications she's in. You write the publisher to say we need more of her in those magazines. And you do all that. Do that for your boy. Thank you so much again. This has been a great experience for me. So I thank you for that. So this is a part where I do all my stuff. I still don't have a quite nailed the format of how I want to do it. So I just do it. So I'm about to stumble over this real quick. But thank you once again. Oh,
Well, let me shout out right quick.
Yeah, do.
Von Donald, Secure Entertainment Booking.gmail. So definitely check him out. He's awesome. He got me here with you. So
Oh, that's what's up.
Absolutely. Check him out.
Yes, please do. Please do. Thank you. This has been a great interview. I'm excited. It's funny. Every episode I do gets me more excited to do the next one. So this one has me ready to do the next one. So I thank you for that.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Daddy Everyday on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook. Twitter is Daddy Everyday 24. The website, daddyeveryday.org. And then that'll get you to everything you need to know, all things Daddy Everyday. Now I have 2 online shops for the books that you see featured here. daddyeverydayshop.com. And then for the hoodies you see me wearing the previous episodes, daddyeverydayclothingco.com. And I think we're about to be out. Now, I want to leave you with one thing. What you have been putting off for the longest, it's time to go ahead and take action on that. Whether it's something financially, health-wise, mentally, it's time to take action. We put off things that we know are going to elevate us, and we're scared to move forward. Sometimes we're at our comfort zone, as they say. It's time to take action on something. It's time to get a little uncomfortable so that you can start living the life that you want to live. So I challenge you this week to tackle that one thing that you've been putting off that can take you to the next level. This has been the Daddy Everyday Podcast, Delonzo Barnes. I'm out.